the best way to boost your physics grade. Failing an exam is surely depressing. Nevertheless, there is always a solution to a problem, just like the metaphor, every door has a key to unlock it. Back in high school, I was a science student. As science students, we were required to take the physics course as it was mandatory. However, about half of the class failed to pass the grade in physics on the first test in the freshman year of high school. How can this happen? Well, this failure was caused by 3 problems. The first issue was the limited lecture time in the physics course. Each week, there were only 2 course sessions, and not everyone is a fast learner. So, some of the students fall behind as the course was moving so fast in the limited lecture schedule. The second problem arises from students' doubtfulness to ask questions. As the physics teacher was grumpy and unfriendly, students became afraid to question the course material. A high passing grade was the third main reason why so many students failed. The passing grade of this course was 75 out of 100, which was considered high. Then, how can we resolve these issues? In other words, how can we find the best way to improve our physics grades? There are 2 alternatives to improve the student's grade in the physics course. First, hire a physics tutor. The second alternative is to arrange a study group. Now, let's break them down. Hiring a physics tutor means that students will have an additional physics course outside school. This will allow students to catch up on the materials that they are left behind. Through tutoring, students usually will have a one-on-one study session with their tutor, which increases students' focus on studying the physics course. Moving on to the second alternative, arrange a study group. Through studying together, students can help each other understand the course material better. By this, they can also share the solutions to the physics problems some of them cannot resolve. Now, let's talk about the costs and benefits of these 2 alternatives. The costs that we are gonna discuss here include the explicit and explicit cost. Hiring a physics tutor. On one hand, the explicit cost of this alternative include the tutoring fee as much as $50 per month and $1 transportation fee for every course session, as most of the time students in Indonesia need to commute to their tutor's place. The other cost, the implicit cost, include the availability of the tutor. As the tutor has other schedules as well, students have to match up their schedule with the tutors. For some students, this might be inconvenient, as some of them can get a night tutoring session or a tutoring session on weekends. Pressure and stress might also be experienced by students. On the other hand, this alternative could benefit the students as it offers a one-on-one session which enables students to get the explanation right away from their tutor when they don't understand the material. One-on-one study session also means that there are no distractions. Students will focus on studying the physics material as they are monitored by the tutor and as they acknowledge that they are paying for it. Study group. The availability of the students that are willing to study together makes it difficult for the study group session to be realized. Everyone has a different schedule. The scarcity of time they have means that the study group sessions are held in a minimum amount of time. With this limited time, often distraction comes when studying together. Some students might be tempted to talk about other things outside the physics course during the study group session, like gossiping. This alters the focus of some students. Nonetheless, there will be less pressure and stress as the students feel more comfortable studying with those around their age. They don't hesitate to ask others about the materials they haven't acknowledged. It is also free, $0 explicit cost as it was held at school and everyone is helping each other. All things considered, everyone then gains from one another through this alternative. Those who teach the materials will master the physics course even more, and those who are given the explanation will ultimately understand. Students can also get a beneficial socializing experience with their classmates by studying together. Through the cost and benefits analysis, we know that both alternatives can help students improve their grades on physics significantly. However, if we evaluate it, in hiring a physics tutor, the cost outweighed the benefit. To recap it, although it offers a one-on-one study session and limits the distraction during the study, the costs in this first alternative include the $50 tutoring fee, $1 transportation fee for every tutoring session, the availability of the tutor, and the pressure and stress that students might experience. Whereas the benefits of holding a study group session outweigh the cost of it. The only two costs of the study group are the availability of the students and the distraction that might cause inefficiency in their study. In fact, it is free and it can decrease the pressure and stress of students. Everyone also benefits from one another and they can get a beneficial socializing experience. So, which one do you think is the best way to boost our physics grade? Hiring a physics tutor or study group? That's right. If you follow the trade-off between cost and benefit attentively, you will find that the study group is the best way to boost your physics grade as the benefit outweighed the cost.